By following this video, you can convert your Figma website design to a live WordPress website only within an hour. To do this, I will be using Elementor. For example, over here, Elementor. Elementor is a very easy to use drag and drop page builder, WordPress page builder. After done, you will be easily able to manage and edit your website using Elementor. For example, this is a website. You can easily edit the text over here. For example, over here, let me come over here and I can remove this text over here. Almost everything fine. Okay, you can come over here, you can change the background color of the button. Okay, you can change the color, or you can come over here and change it. Background button over here, you see. So you can edit everything using this drag and drop visual page builder, which is called Elementor. So without any further delay, let's get started converting this Figma website design to a live Elementor WordPress website. Okay, to make the site, I have set up a fresh WordPress website on a subdomain over here called figma.thasbirwebsolutions.com, and all I now need to do is install some plugins over here, some themes and plugins which we need to build the website. Okay, so firstly, for the theme, we need to install the Hello theme, which is by Elementor, and then for the plugins, we need to install the free version of Elementor, and then the Elementor Pro, which is the paid version. This Elementor Pro, I am providing you the affiliate link down in the description below. If you use my affiliate link to purchase Elementor Pro, then I get a small commission without any additional cost to you. Okay, so with that cleared up, so I'm here in the back end of this WordPress website, and I need to install, firstly let's install the theme. Okay, so I'll click over here, add new theme, and then over here it is Hello Elementor. Okay, so it is a very popular theme and best for if you're building your whole site using Elementor. Okay, activate this theme. And now if I refresh this page, you see that it changed. Okay, because this is how the Hello Elementor looks like. And then let's install the plugins. Okay, let's install the plugins. Okay, firstly let's install Elementor. Add new plugin, search for Elementor. Okay, install now. Activate. I'll just skip this for now. Skip. Okay, I'll just cross it out over here because I'll be doing all of those steps. Now let's go to Elementor. Okay, this is I'm logging into my Elementor account. So for the Pro version, you'll need to upload the plugin file. Okay, and I'm going to click over here, add new plugin. Let it load, let it load. Okay, over here I come over here and click over here. Okay, my plugin file is downloaded. I will click on upload plugin and I will just drag and drop this one over here. Then click on install now. Okay, Elementor Pro is installed. Now activate it. Okay, now we need to activate the license key of the Elementor Pro plugin. Okay, so let me just pause the video right now a bit so I can. Okay, so I have activated my Elementor Pro license activated successfully, and now now all the themes and plugin or all the tools and softwares what I need for converting this Figma design to a live Elementor WordPress website is now there. So without any further delay, let's get starting converting our Figma design to Elementor pages. So let's get started. Okay, so in this part of the video I am going to set the global fonts and colors for our website. Okay, so at first when you come over here you might not see the options to inspect each of these elements over here, the text, the buttons, etc. So for to do that you need to turn on this option over here, right hand corner, top right hand corner, this dev mode. Okay, dev mode. Okay, just turn it on. Okay, it's turned on. Okay, then you will be able to inspect different things such as this text, like what's the color of the text, what font family it's using, and etc. Okay, so colors, etc. So firstly what I am going to do is set the global fonts and colors. Okay, so I am here at the back end of the website, and over here I am going to, I can just use any of the page to do that. So I'm just going to use this sample page over here to set the global fonts and color. Let's bring this over here. Okay, so for fonts we don't have much over here, but as I said earlier, okay, this is the sample page filled with some dummy contents over here. So I'm going to delete this dummy content first. Just delete everything, delete, backspace, update. Then I will edit with Elementor. Okay, Elementor is loading. Continue. And now what I'm going to do, I'm going to as you might not know, there are 6 headings. Okay, H1, H2, H3, H4, H5 and H6. And so I'm going to do that. I'm going to add it. Oh, before I do that, another thing I need to do, you see over here there's a blue text over here, this text got. Okay, so this is the default styling applied by Elementor. So I need to remove that because I want to apply my own styling for the text. So firstly it's essential to remove this. Go to Elementor settings, then over here tick mark, check these 2 boxes over here, disable default colors and disable default fonts. So so this blue text over here would turn to whatever the theme is applying. Okay, So I'll just refresh this. Now you'll see. Okay, you see now the default the blue color is gone. Now I can just work with my fonts and colors. And what I'm going to do, so this one over here, this one is the H2 tag. I'm just going to set to H1. Another heading, I'm going to, this is H2. This one is H3. This one is H4. This one is H5. And this last one is H6. Sorry, this one is H6. Okay, so 6 headings over here. And there are not much headings over here, like only H2, H1 and H2, but I'm still gonna set the styling for all of these 3, all of the 6, just in case, because you might need to expand. Okay, then we have the text over here. Also come over here, come to the text and add the text. You will see how it turns out later on. Okay, and also add a button over here. Button over here at the bottom of the text. Okay, so this is only one page, but if you want to build multiple pages, okay, why am I going to do this? Because this is only one page, but if you need to like make multiple pages for the same site, you don't want to repeat set the for the text again and again. Okay, set the link for the button again. You want to have a title element to have the same style whenever you add it right out of the box. Okay, you don't want it to do that, repeat the same over and over again. Same for the button. So whenever you add a button to the page, you need to make sure that that button's got this styling over here, like square with the navy blue background, same styling whenever you edit right out of the box, so you don't have to repeat this again and again. Okay, so let's just, we are over here now. Let's go to click over here and then go to site settings over here. Okay, site settings over here. Now you are going to set the global fonts. Okay, so this one over here is H1. Okay, H1, it's not marked over here, but this one is H1 because this is the biggest font over here, title over here, H1, and it's okay. Now I'm going to add a custom font style, and I'm going to name this H1. Okay, then I'm going to go over here and inspect this. Let's inspect this title. It's Roboto. Okay, it's Roboto. So I'm going to pick the Roboto font from over here. Roboto, R-O-B-O, Roboto. And after that, I'm going to set the font size to 50 pixels. 50 pixels. Font weight is 500 pixels. 500, not necessarily pixels. Font weight is 500 over here. Okay, here you see the live preview. Okay, font weight is 500, and let's see what other things. Font style normal, it's already normal. Line height is 66 pixels, but I think it's better to set as percentage. 132% means 1.32 em. Okay, so over here, drag this and drop it. Okay, over here you see the line height is set to pixels, set it to em, and 132% means 1.32. okay, line height is very important. It's the gap between the lines. It's the gap between the lines. Okay. Okay, let's go over here and see. Okay, H1 is all ready to go, but another thing, the color we are going to set later on. Okay, so let's ignore the color for now. Let's just deal with the font family, and now let's go to the H2 one. H2. Okay, h2 is over here. They have got only two levels of heading. I think this one is the h2. Okay, roboto. Also said roboto, and then size is 36 pixels, so I'm going to insert 36 over here, and you see the preview over here. Preview, style normal, font weight 500, so I'm going to set the weight to 500, and line height is 133%, which can be 1.33 per. Line height is em 1.33. Okay, great. Now h2 is done. Let's see what's heading over here. Okay, let's set other headings. So there is not much heading over here, you see. So only h1 and h2, but I am going to add some other headings because I have done a lot of work for other clients. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to just approximate and add other headings. Okay, for the use the same styling. Okay, h3. Okay, also set it to roboto size. So from my experience, I usually set h3 to 25 pixels, and I'm going to set the weight to same 500, and line height I'm going to set it to 1.32 per 1.32. Okay, and let's see. I think I can just set it to h4. Okay, but it's not necessary to set it to all the 6 headings because we don't have that much. So for h4, let's set h4 to this one, 16 pixels. Okay, let's just set the h4 style to this one. Okay, let's just do the h4 one and ignore the rest. h4 roboto, and I'm going to set it to 16. Weight I'm going to set it to 500. Line height I'm going to set it to 1.32. Okay, yeah, fine, it's fine right now. Okay, let's just update it. Okay, what the heck, we have already done 4 layers to also do the 2 rest. Okay, no need. Okay, save the changes. Okay, where am I? Okay, okay, now let's go to typography over here and let's connect the. So we have done up to h. Oh, another thing I forgot the body text. Okay, so let's go to global fonts. Let's add the body font for the body, BODY, body. For the body font, let's inspect this one over here, and it's 16 pixels roboto. Color, sorry, font family roboto, and size should be 16 pixels. Okay, font weight is 400. Line height 162%, 1.62. 1.62. Okay, roboto line height. Okay, up to this right now it's done, and let's just check out the color. What's the color? Okay, the color over here you see is this one. Okay, oh, as I mentioned, we are going to deal with the colors later on. Okay, okay, this one now it's saved. Now let's go to the over here, and now let's go to typography over here. Okay, now let's start connecting. So this is the body font. Okay, so firstly let's connect, click over here, and then we are going to choose from the font we have created. It's the body one we created. So this, you see, it changes. And for the text color, I'm going to come over here, click over here, and you see this is the color of this text over here. Okay, copy this and click over here. Great. Okay, everything changes, but don't worry, we're going to fix that. Now what we are going to also save this color for later use. Okay, so I'm just going to text blue text. Okay, now then after that we're going to come to H1. Okay, H1, we're going to, this is the H1, the biggest one, and we're going to do up to one H1, H2, H3, H4, and then we're going to ignore these two because these are not needed over here. Okay, for the H1, let's click over here, and from the global font we've created, we're going to pick the H1. Okay, see, it changes. And for the color, let's inspect the color of this and copy this color. You can copy from here to copy, and then you come over here and you just paste this color in Elementor, and then you click on this plus icon to save this color. Okay, for later use. Create. Okay, already created. And for H2, we are going to pick the H2 font, global font we created, and color we pick the dark one. Okay, for H2. Okay, H2 done. Now let's come to H3. H3, let's pick the color over here, H3, and also pick the color. Okay, for same for H4. H4 color also dark. Okay, then ignore these two. Okay, fine. Now let's update this first, and now let's deal with the button over here, button styling. Let's zoom in a bit. So there are two variations of the button, but the mostly used buttons over here, you see this kind of buttons which got, okay, these buttons got, you see this navy blue kind of background. Okay, and so these kind of buttons over here are mainly used throughout the entire site over here, throughout the page. So I'm going to make this button as the default button. So whenever someone adds the button, by default that button is going to have this styling over here. Okay, and let me just come over here and click on this. Okay, now we are the button styling, and okay, now we need, if you click over here, it will copy the background color. Come over here, and now let's click on this arrow, back arrow, and over the button over here, what you're going to do is set a background color. Okay, background color, and just paste that color. Okay, you see that the color changes. And after that, what you're going to do, you're going to set the font over here. So font, whatever is font, Roboto, 16 pixels Roboto. So okay, the body font is already set to Roboto and 16 pixels. Let's see. Okay, font weight is 500. So I'm going to set the font weight over here. Font weight 500. Okay, font size 16. Okay, let's see if it got any radius 2 pixels over here. Over here I'm going to come over here, border radius 2 pixels, and this should be 16. I'm going to come over here. So this is already 16. Good. Font family, just type in Roboto. It's not necessary, but I just want to be sure. Okay, Roboto. Okay, I'm just going to update and refresh the page. Okay, just a bit to make sure everything, all the changes have updated. Okay, so let's keep working on the button. Click over here, and over here now let's inspect. So it got, if you hover over it, it's got 5 pixel. What's the length of it? Okay, we need to approximate it a bit, because if we zoom in a bit, let's kind of put a white kind of. Okay. Let's inspect that whether they have this equal length, 189 pixels. Okay, they seem to have equal lengths. Okay, I'm just going to set some padding at the top and bottom. You see the padding shrinks quite a lot. No, there's too much padding over here. 15 top, 15 bottom, and then right, let's set to 35. Left, let's set to 35. Okay, I think this is good enough. And for the hover, let's also set a hover color. This one is static, doesn't mention any hover color. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to just set the other blue color I have saved as. See, it becomes a bit lighter. Okay, let's make this hover color. Okay, so this is good. Okay, okay, I guess we are done with setting the default fonts and colors for our website. So in the next part of the video, I'm going to build the headers and footers for our site. You see that this site over here got a header, and also it got a footer. So I build that header and footer part in the next part of the video. So let's go to the next part of the video and start building the header and footer. Okay, so now that we are done with setting up our global fonts and colors, so we are going to go ahead and build the header and footer of our website. Okay, so let's just zoom in and see. Okay, so this is the header, and let's see if this is a logo. No, this is a text, okay, which they are using as a logo. And this is a button over here. Okay, and if I scroll down, there is the footer. Okay, so one thing we need to firstly realize that what's the content width of over here. So what does content width mean? Content width means the width of content from over here to here. Like, what is the width of this content? Okay, so that's the called content width. So we need to figure it out. What's the content width over here? So I'm going to scroll down. Okay, and then there is a line over here. Okay, so line, let's see, the line is 1110 pixels. Okay, so we can use this as our content width. So we don't need to set content width for each of this section repeatedly. Okay, so then once we set, everything is done. Okay, so we come over here. So okay, over here, let me just refresh this page just to be sure. So let me just show you where is the setting of setting the global like content width. Okay, so over here you see, let me just cross it out. Okay, you go over here and you go to site settings, and here you see an option called layout, okay, over here, and over here you can 1110 pixels, okay. So update it, changes have been updated. So this is our content width. So we don't need to set content width for each of the sections again and again. Okay, so we're done with setting this up. So let me just exit out of here. Okay, let me cross it out and just go over here. So this is the back end, and from the back end we are going to templates, hover over templates and go to theme builder. Okay, because to build the headers and footers we need to go to the theme builder. Okay, so now we are at the theme builder interface, and so let's just focus on building the headers and footer. Firstly, let's build the header, and it's quite simple. So over here you just choose this one, header, click over here. Okay, just you can ignore this. Let me see if I can use any one of these templates, but I'm going to build it out from scratch just to show you how it's done. And this is the default name. You can go click on this gear icon and change it. Okay, so I can call it main header so it is easier to read. Okay, and then what you need to do, we need to add a section. So if I click over here, let me just click, hover over this one. Okay, is it turned on developer options? Okay, let me click again. Okay, just I'm going to just set 80 pixels. Okay, I just click over here and click on this. Let me just show it again. Click over the plus icon, just use this one for now. Okay, and then another thing I need to do, which I forgot, is that you see these links over here, these are being pulled from the menu items. Okay, WordPress menu. So I need to build this WordPress menu first. So I'll just keep this one open over here, and then I go to this, open up the dashboard in the back end. Okay, so this can be pages. Okay, this can be pages, but what I'm going to do, I'm just going to set custom links to this just to demonstrate. Go to appearance menu, and then I'm going to create, okay, I'm going to create a new menu. I'm going to call it main menu. Then I'm going to create it. No need to check any one of this. Okay, menu is created. Then I'm just going to click home, about, contact. So I'm just going to click this, copy home, menus, custom links, because if you create these pages then you need to choose it from over here. Okay, so I'm just going to show custom links as an example. I'll just type in hash home, about, copy this, copy about, paste, hash, and then contact, copy, paste, then hash. Okay, so 3 of our menu items. Okay, added, save menu, and then I need to let me just save it first, save as draft. Okay, let me just refresh this page so that our menu, you can detect our menu. Okay, let me scroll out of here. Okay, okay, fine. So firstly let's add the menu item, menu, type in menu, menu, WordPress menu, and main menu is already detected, as you can see over here. And landing, what is this? This is a text. Okay, text. I can just type in a heading and style it accordingly. I can just say Roboto. What is this? This is 26 pixels. 26. And this is the text. Okay, over here, landing. I'll copy this and paste this over here. And let's see what's the color. The color is this 37447E. Okay, let me see if I save this color. No, I'll just copy this color and style, title, text color, paste. Let me just save this color by clicking on this plus icon. I will just call it primary blue. Okay, then create. Fine, landing, and font weight is 900. Font weight, let's just set it to 900. See, now it's matching up. Okay, this, now let's add the button. Remember, we just set buy now. Okay, buy now button. Where is the button? Just type in, if you are, just type in button over here, then you find the button. So remember that we have already styled this button, that's why it's coming right out of the box with this style which you have set earlier. And another thing I can, okay, I'll just, this is fine. Now copy this text, buy now, and paste this for the button text. And now let's check what's the width of this button. It's 160 pixels. Okay, 160 pixels. So I will just go to, while the button is selected, I'll go to settings, width, and I'll just set it to custom width. Instead of percentage, I'll set it to pixels, and let's see what's the width. 160. Okay, 160 pixels, 160. Okay, so then go to content and just alignment set to justified, so that will make it 100, and so that will fill up the space. Okay, that's how it works. And we need to fix the menu, so I'm going to do that, no problem. And first, let me click on this container. We need to align this. Okay, we need to align this like this, side by side. Okay, so to do that, click on this main container, and over here just set it to row horizontal. Okay, so now they're side by side. But another thing we need to do, we need to set this like, so that these are at the edges of the container, and this one is at the middle. To do that, space, not space between, space around. Let's, no, not this one, not this one. Yes, now this is the one, space between. So there, now this goes right to the edge. Okay, right to the edge. Let's see. Okay, okay, this is the one, space between. Great. And now let's make sure that they're vertically also aligned perfectly. So this is their vertically centered. Okay, so to do that, just click over here, align items, center. So you see that it moves down. Okay, okay, so now you see one thing, that it's not sticking out to the edge. To do that, we need to go to select this menu and come over here and remove this horizontal padding, and then there is space between these menu items. See, it's 60, pixels. So come over here and horizontal space between, let's set it to 6060. Okay, color main blue 5058. I can copy this color. Let's see if I already have saved it over here. No, not saved. Okay, what should I call it? I should call it just save it as main blue. Okay, now let's see what's the size. It's 14 pixels, so we need to adjust this. Come to the menu and set it to 14 pixels. Okay, now okay, there is a pointer width over here, so let's just remove it, remove the pointer. I don't like it actually, no pointer. And let's change the color on this, on hover, so that dark. Okay, so there is some kind of change. Okay, so it turns dark on hover, and maybe remove the vertical padding. Minimum height, let's set it to 80 pixels because we are going to need it later on while setting things up. Okay, so now the header looks fine. For the landing, if this is a logo, when you click on the logo, it should it should take you to the front page. To do that, all you need to click on this over here, go to content and link over here, link. So this is Elementor Pro feature. If you don't have Elementor Pro, then please make sure to go to the video and purchase it using the link I provided, which is already affiliate link. And as I explained before, that if you purchase using my affiliate link, I get a small commission without any additional cost to support my channel. And okay, so what I was talking about, that to make sure that it links to the front page of the website just like a logo, click over here, dynamic text, and then just click over site URL, so it will point to the front end of the website. Okay, okay, so on tab it looks good, tablet it looks good. Okay, but this toggle is not, you see it pushes down the, like when it opens up, it pushes down, there is the movement which I don't like. So I can, what I do with this, I can click over here, go to contents, and then turn this option on full width. Okay, then when I click over here, you see it just opens up nicely. It full width, it looks nicer, so much nicer. And what I can do with this, what I can do next is that I can go to style, I can go to okay, I can go to drop down and change the drop down hover color to this primary blue. So you see it looks nicer, matches with our website brand colors. And now let's check the mobile view. So mobile view kind of weird. Okay, let's see if we can just adjust it. So the landing, the logo should be on the right hand side. Okay, now let's see if I can make sure that okay, so one thing is that it's not, sometimes it doesn't add up altogether. Okay, main thing is that because on the mobile view on the mobile view the space is very limited. Okay, so what I can do, I can hide this buy now button on mobile view, or I can figure out a way to make sure that all of this kind of like what I say, like adjust within this space so that it all of them aligns in one line. Okay, let me try this to reduce this font size. Okay, now it's okay. Now it aligns, but this one is the middle. Okay, let's just try to this one might work. Okay, so now we have the elements in one line, the menu, logo and the button, so we are good to go. Okay, so I haven't set any background color to this our menu, header menu, because this is going to overlap the first section, which I'm going to work on later on. When I make the first section, I will make the adjustments. For now this is okay, and I just leave it the way it is. It is okay for now. Okay, I will just publish it and add a condition and make sure that this header is applied to the entire website. Okay, then if I go over here and refresh this page, you see our new header is appearing on our website, and this new header will be appearing throughout the entire site. Okay, good. Okay, that is fine. Okay, so we are done with making the header. Now let's go on to make the footer of our website. But before I do that, I need to exit over here, exit from the header. Okay, because let me just see if, let me update again to make sure that everything is saved. So I'll just click on exit. Okay, because the header, I made the header for the header template. For the footer, I need to create a new template. If I make the footer in the header template, then it's both the header and footer are going to appear on the top of the website, which we don't want. Okay, this is the interface, but let's go again to theme builder over here. So we get the interface, nice interface. Okay, now we click on this over here, footer. Okay, footer. No, we are not going to. Maybe we can use a template over here. Let's see if any one of these templates. So this, you see over here, this template, menu, social icons, line, and this over here. I think this template kind of matches over here. You see social icons. Let me just view it properly. Okay, you see text, social icons. Social icons over here, but instead of text there is menu over here. Okay, there is the line. We can move this menu down over here. Okay, and move this line at the top and adjust this over here. Okay, so let's use this template. It's going to save time, so I'll insert this. So it's better to use a template because it saves time. Okay, so now what I'm going to do, I'm going to firstly rename it, because it says Elementor footer number 30. So go to click on the gear icon and just type in main footer. It's better to rename your headers and footer because you might have multiple headers and footers throughout the entire site, so it's better to rename it. Okay, remember we set a layout, okay, content size. That's why you see it aligns perfectly. Okay, it aligns perfectly, no problem. Okay, let's go over here, and then social icons. Let's zoom in a bit. Firstly, let's choose this color over here. Let's copy this color and apply it for the background over here. Paste. Okay, copy this color. Okay, what is this? Okay, they are using, this is the bottom container. No, what is this? Okay, just leave this line the way it is and just move this menu down over here. Okay, what's going on? Okay, now let's move this text over here. Okay, so let's zoom out. Now all you need to do is set the styling over here, home. Home, about, contact. Let's just use your typography over here, body, and then use this color over here, text, main blue. Is it the same color? No, it's not. So I'll copy this and paste this over here. Okay, now this is a lighter kind of color, turns dark on hover. Okay, so now let's see the spacing between 60 pixels. So I'll just come over here, space between horizontal padding 0, 60. I'll just set the space between 60. Okay, vertical padding I'll set to 0, 32. Bottom padding 32. Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter, YouTube, Instagram. Facebook. Now let's make it LinkedIn. It's not the same icon over here, it's this icon, this one. LinkedIn. Twitter is already there. YouTube, and then finally Instagram. Okay, let's see what's the size. 16 pixels. Increase the size 16 pixels, and let's copy this color, then paste this over here so it matches. You see, it's matching perfectly. And okay, now let's come to this text over here. Just copy this text. Okay, copy this text, copy and paste it over here. Done. Another thing, let's see, what is this color? Let's copy this color, style, and paste this, and let's to make sure that it's the typography matches with our, so I'll choose the body typography. And what's the size? The size is 14, and font weight is 500. Okay, your company. Landing, so this is our logo again at the bottom, which is just text, I guess. I'll just put it over here again, landing. Okay, I'll just delete this one because, okay, Okay, I'll just delete this one because we can use the say one container for to place all our elements. We don't need two containers, it creates confusion. So let's just inspect this. Landing is 26 pixels, 26 pixels. Font weight should be 900. Should be this text over here. Landing, and for the color it should be this one 37447E. So let's see if I've saved this color. 37, yes, I've saved this, so just choose this color. Okay, landing is done, and then just place the button over here which is called purchase now. Come over here and press the button. If you don't find any element, just search for it, button, and just place this button over here and just call it, copy this text over here, purchase now. Okay, let's see, 109. Okay, just keep it the way it is. And now what I'm going to do, I'm going to just click on this container and then space between, just choose this option, space between. Okay, now you see that it looks perfectly fine. Now let's just need to make sure that the spacings are okay. Okay, now let's see if there is a spacing between this line. Okay, make sure that it's okay. Padding bottom 40. No. Okay, it's linked. Unlink this first. Okay, then you can set to 40. Okay, but it's because there's already kind of spacing in between. Okay, let's remove this and then come over here. Okay, bottom, let's set it to 30. No, let's set it to 20. Okay, it should be fine. Okay, looks fine. Okay, now let's see the top. 60, 61, 60, top padding is 60. Padding top is 30. Set it to 60 because the design says 60. Bottom padding is 32, so let's set it to 32. Fine, it's same. Okay, so our footer is now ready. Now let's make sure the mobile tablet and mobile version are looks fine. So tablet version looks good. Okay, but I see one thing, that the hover color is green, so let's set it to something which matches our color. Icon hover, secondary color is green, but we don't want that. We want it to be, let's set it to primary blue, so that if I hover over here it turns to nice blue of our brand color. And over here let's also set it to hover color. Text color should be primary blue. Okay, fine, it looks fine in my opinion. So the footer is now okay, so what I was doing, I was just correcting the tablet. So the tablet version looks fine. Let's see the mobile version looks a bit funky. Let's pick this content, is all squished up. Okay, okay, let's go to this container. Let's click on this layout and it's set to 30%. We need to make it 100. Okay, so now it looks better, and instead of like this at one side, let's make sure that center. Okay, now it looks fine. For this menu over here, we don't need it to be like this over here. No need to be like an hamburger icon, because this is the footer. So click on this menu and come over here over content, and breakpoint when I set to mobile, just set it to none, so that we have these links over here, plain links. And let's make this social icons a bit bigger so that it's clickable. Okay, not that big. Okay, also make sure the spacing between the icons are a bit more, so that a finger can click on this. Okay, okay, fine. So our footer is now ready to go. So last thing to do is apply our footer throughout the entire site. Click on publish and add the condition. Make sure the condition is set to entire site, and then just save and close. Now if you go to this page and you see it reloads, and it's already showing our footer over here, nice footer that we have made, and everything is perfect because you see home, the contents is aligning perfectly. Okay, the button you see aligning perfectly. Fine. So our footer is ready to go. Okay, so now in the next part of the video we are going to start working on making the page, the main contents of the page, and it would be very fun. So please let's go to the next part and start making our page. Okay, so now we are just need to build out the page using Figma. We are almost done with our work, and right now we have finished making the header and also the footer of our website, and now we just make the rest of the page in the Figma design. Okay, but one thing is that you can see over here, this landing over here, this logo at the top is not aligning with the one at the bottom. So let's try to fix it. Let's go to main header. Okay, so we are at the main header, and let's try to make it a bit better. So as you can see over here, this is kind of to the right, this at the top. So let's try to make it like at least align with this one at the bottom. Okay, let's click over here and let's try to increase its width. Okay, now width is set to default. Now all you need to do is try to increase its width. Okay, a bit more. Okay, I think it looks fine now. It looks fine. See, almost aligns with the one at the bottom. So it's a small detail. Also let's check the tablet, mobile and tablet version. Okay, let's over here you can set the width to let's set the width default. Okay, keep it the way it is. On mobile, keep it like this. Okay, so now I think it looks fine, the header. Okay, so let's go ahead and build out the page. Now let's close out this main header. Okay, now what you need to do is, let me zoom in on this design. Okay, let's go to pages. Now we just need to, let's create this page. And we can call this home. Okay, just create a new page and call it home. Okay, and now what you need to do, you need to launch Elementor. Just click on over here, edit with Elementor. Okay, now let's get rid of this title over here, home. So let's click on settings and scroll down and hide title. Okay, it will simply hide the title. Great. Now let's make this section over here, the top section, and we already have set the content width, so we don't need to worry about the content width over here. Okay, so just click over here, and maybe we need this one. Maybe we can use this container over here so that it's divided. Okay, and let's check out the height of this container. Click over here. Let's height is height is 1100. Or one thing we can do, we can set the size of this container. Oh, I'm okay. Okay, I accidentally entered the header editor, so I will just click on edit page to re-enter the page editor. Okay, so just be careful about that. Okay, before that, before setting the size of the container, let's just insert these contents over here. Okay, let's insert the title. Okay, so this is h1, the top heading over here. Select the HTML tag to h1, so it will automatically adjust to the size because we have already set the size, fonts, colors and settings in the options before. Copy this text. Okay, now insert this text below this title and copy this text over here. Copy. Okay, now for the button over here, let's come over here, let's click on this button over here and copy this text, button text, and paste this button text. Okay, duplicate this button, copy this button text, learn more, and paste this. Okay, learn more. And another thing, okay, so this learn more button got a different styling, as you can see over here. Let me zoom in. It's kind of outline type of shape, and both of this button got 189 pixels width. So we are going to fix that, and so let's see. Okay, background, we are going to set the background color to be transparent. Okay, so and now let's set the text color. So let's see what's the text color over here. 091133. Let's see if I've saved the color. So this is the text color. Okay, learn more. And let's also set a background border type solid. Okay, border, solid border, and let's see the size of the border. Border 2 pixels, border size is 2 pixels, border width, so let's set a border size of 2 pixels, and border width, border radius of 2 pixels. It's also got a, it's already set, which I've already said. Okay, so another thing that you can see that these two buttons are aligned side by side, so you need to do that. To do that, click over here, settings, and width set to inline auto. Okay, custom. Another thing we can do, we can use a container. Okay, click over here, use a container, and then place the buttons inside this container. So I think this will be easier, and click on this container and simply click on this icon, row horizontal. Now that will place this button side by side. Okay. Okay, now but one thing is that these buttons are not of equal size, and another thing we need to remove the padding from this container so that it aligns perfectly. Now you see that it's shifted to there's spacing, okay, over here. So click on this container, go to settings and unlink the padding. So now it's perfect, and we need to make sure that these two buttons are 189 pixels. Okay, so click over here, and for the width set to custom, percentage choose to pixels and type in 189 and go to content, and then choose this option, justified. So this will fill up the width that you have set. Okay, click on the learn more, width, custom, percentage choose to pixels and type in 189 and choose this option, justified. And another thing is that we need to go to style, hover, background type color, you can choose to dark, and text color let's choose to white. Okay, I'll just type in white color, hashtag FFF. Okay, so this is almost done. Now let's go to, there's a graphic on the right hand side. Okay, you can see this graphic over here. Okay, let's choose this one. So this is the graphic, and let's just export it. Okay, let's just export the graphic over here. Okay, there is the export option over here. So you can choose different formats over here, PNG. We need to choose the transparent option. Okay, so it doesn't have any background. It might be better if I choose SVG. Okay, let's try with SVG, because with SVG, if it can easily scale up, and okay, it can easily scale up. Okay, click over here, container, background type. So I'm going to set the graphics as background. Let's choose this background. Let's see if it uploads. Sorry, this type of file is not allowed. So we need to use the PNG version of this. So instead of SVG, let's choose the PNG version, export designer. Okay, now let's upload it. Okay, so now it uploads perfectly. Now let's select this. Okay, now let's just do the settings so that it fits perfectly. Position, let's set the position to center right. Okay, repeat, let's set the size to no repeat, and let's the display size to contain. Okay, so now it fits over here, you see, but we need to set the height of the section. Okay, what if I set it to auto? No, contain. Okay, now let's set the size of the, let's set the height of the container. Okay, oh, I accidentally again entered the header rebuilder, but I need to go to edit page. Okay, so let's be careful about that. Okay, click on the container and to layout, height, let's set the height to VH means view width 100 means 100% view width. Now you see this graphic takes up nicely the entire width, the entire height, and it fits perfectly. Okay, but this text is at the top, so we need to move it down. So to do that, click on this container and click over here, align item center. So now it will move to the center of the page. Okay, now it looks fine. Okay, now we need to make sure that this header overlap this first section. Okay, to do that just click on the header, this is the header section. Click on this, click on advanced. Remember we set a minimum height of 80 pixels to the header. So go to advanced, go to firstly you need to set a high Z index, so that to make sure that header perfectly overlaps the section, so that none of the elements of the header goes below the section. Okay, and then click on unlink the margin and set the bottom margin to minus 80 pixels, 80. Okay, now you see that this is perfect. Okay, yes, perfect, absolutely perfect. The header, the menu aligns with the container over here. Okay, great. So the first section is done. Click on update. We'll check the responsive mobile and tablet later on. So let's go to the next section over here. Oh, okay, I accidentally, I think. Okay, yeah. So now we are at the page builder again. So I was editing in the header part. And now let's go to the bottom. Now let's go to, now it should be basics from now on. Let's just build a, we can use a 2-section container, add a plus icon. We can use this container. Okay, and let's check the padding 100 and okay, let's just use the graphic over here to 100. So just let's just use the top 100 pixel top and bottom padding. Okay, top padding should be 100, 10, bottom padding should be 100, 10. Okay, okay, now let's go to, okay, click over here, click and then copy this text. Okay, great. Now let's go to text over here, paste the text over here and then copy this text. Great. Let's see if there is this is fine. And before I add this, let's just add the graphics first at the right hand side. So let's scroll over here. Okay, so this is, you can see that in the design there are many parts for the graphics. So all you need to do, we need to just export it as a group. Okay, export it as a group, so that we don't need to deal with this all the different parts. Okay, just go over here. Okay, you see over here it highlights the whole thing, whole graphics. So this is a group and let's just export this. We are going to export this as a PNG to make sure that there is no background. Okay, because if you export it as a JPG, then it will have a white background, which you don't want that. Okay, so export it, and over here we need to add an image element. Okay, click over here and then, okay, why is the zip file? Okay, let's open it up first to unzip it. Okay, extract files. Okay, Where is it? Okay. Okay, let's try to import it as a JPEG. Let's paste over here, and I'm trying to extract the image. Okay, no, not this one. Okay, okay. Finally, I get the image. I don't know why they did it like this. Okay, okay. Finally, I get the image. Thank God. Okay, but I downloaded the JPEG. Okay, whatever, because it's already white section. Okay, but it's better for you if you download the PNG version. Okay, because just because there's already the section is white background, so it doesn't matter. But if the section background is different, then you would have needed to download it as a PNG or SVG format, and in most of the cases SVG hosting doesn't allow to upload SVG. Okay, let's just quickly update it to save the changes, and let's go to our Figma design. Okay, zoom in over here. Okay, now we for this elements over here we can use an icon box. Okay, firstly we need just add a container. Okay, then use, or maybe it's better to use the image box element, because it doesn't allow your my hosting is blocking the SVG format. So for the icon box you need the SVG format to upload the icon files. Okay, so let's go over here. Let's just copy the titles. So it's the same thing, just two times. Okay, so we can just copy the title, copy. Okay, copy this icon. Let's export it as PNG. Okay, again the zip file. Okay, fine, whatever. Okay, finally get the icon. Okay, okay, fine, select this. Great. Now align everything to the left hand side. No, okay, just align this. Okay, fine. Now let's see the size. 36 pixels should be the image size. Just increase the width a bit. Okay, width percentage. Fine, I guess this is the size of the image. Okay, okay. What's the font size over here? 12 pixels. For the text over here, it should be 12 pixels. Description, typography, 12. Okay, it's a bit too less, so let's just set it to 14. Okay, 14 is fine, and the text color is different. This is a gray color. Okay, and maybe the title is typography. Let's choose another smaller font, H4. Now H4 is a bit less. Let's choose H3. Okay, great. And let's decrease the spacing over here. Title spacing, less, so that it content moves up. And another thing, you see there are two of them, so just duplicate this over here. Duplicate the image box, and both of the image boxes are inside this container. Click over here and then click on this row horizontal. Okay, to make sure that, okay, let's zoom out. And then remove the padding from over this container. Okay, click on the main container and center align. Okay, I'm just increasing the width for this. Maybe I can set it to okay, let's just keep it the way it is. Okay, fine, that's fine. This is fine the way it is. Maybe we need to increase the width of this container a bit. So instead of 48, it should be 55. Okay, see, now it looks same. Okay, now it looks same as this one. Okay, great. Click on update. Now let's make the rest of the next section. Okay, image and followed by text on the right. So next three sections are quite easy. Just make one, and I'm going to duplicate this container to turn into 2 times. Okay, so just come over here, let's scroll down, add a new container, and to make things easier, I think I can just use a two container setup. There is image on the left hand side. Just click over here, paste the image, okay, you see this is the image. We need to export it as a group. Okay, see over here. Now just export it as a PNG. Okay, thank goodness this is a actual image file, not a folder. Okay, I will just click over here to upload the image. Then I'm going to just upload the image. Okay, select this image. Now you got the image over here, and then followed by text over here, and followed by this text. Okay, then also at the title. Make sure to align it vertically center. Click over here, center. Okay. .480 pixels wide, so width, let's just do this pixels 480. Fine, I think this is fine. Okay, so we are done with this section, but let's check the padding. So padding, let's just add 100 pixel top and bottom padding for this one. Go to click on the main container, advanced, unlink, and top 100, bottom one should be also be 100. Okay, great. Okay, padding added. Okay, now let's just duplicate it 2 times for these two to the other 2 sections. Just duplicate 2 times. Okay, click over here, paste this text. So I think it's the same text and same text for the 2 sections, just change the image. Okay, so this is a template. Okay, that's why they are using the same text. Okay, so this is that the okay, we export it as a group. Click over here, duplicate this over here section again, duplicate. Oh, I already duplicated it, so no need. Okay, come over here, design, and let's just choose this graphic and export it as a group. Let's find which layer I selected. Okay, so there is a button at the end, purchase now. So let's add this button. And change the text to purchase now. Copy this text from over here, paste. Fine, now it is fine. Now simply update. Did I change the image. Yes, I changed. Okay. Okay, fine. Image is fine, no problem. Now click on update. Okay, great. Okay, over here it's very easy, not so hard. Okay, 237 pixels. 230 237 pixels at the top and 175 pixel at the bottom padding. Okay, just click over here again and add a container. Okay, set the, let's click over here and let's just copy this background color. Come over here, style, background type, color. Okay, then top padding should be 237, bottom padding should be 175. Okay, then just simply add a title, align it center, change the text. Okay, copy this text over here, center align this text. Okay, let's set the container width to 600. So that it's like this one over here, and let's another title element, center align it and change it to this content. Let's change it to $40. Okay, let's check the size. What's the size over here? Font size 50. Okay, let's set it to H1 so that, okay, it's like this. Okay, now let's copy this over here. Copy and then paste it. Okay, now you see that it's too far away from each other, so click over here and let's just add a negative margin at the bottom of this to make it closer together. Okay, maybe a slight more. Okay, great. Now let's just 35. Okay, we'll deal with that later. Okay, now let's another text element. The bottom of this, the difference is 60 pixels. Center align it. Let's decrease. Okay, make it closer. Okay, now let's just copy this over here, paste this. Okay, not this one, this button text. Okay, purchase now. Okay, great. But another thing I guess is left, that is there is a rounded, you see that this is kind of rounded over here. So let's just make sure to do that. Click on this main container, settings, shape divider, top, we need to set it as top, and curve, you see, curve, but not that much. Okay, let's just assume make the assumptions. I think this much is fine. Okay, this much, just a slight curve. And another thing is that it's matching the color with the footer for some reason. Okay, maybe the footer color is different. So what's the color over here? Background color, it's the same color, but why is it looking different? Opacity is 0.5. Okay, so over here click on this, okay, and just reduce the opacity to 0.5, so it will make it lighter. Okay, and now if you scroll down, you see that this different color for the footer. Okay, so you see that now we have finished making the page. So let's quickly just check the mobile responsiveness so that it looks good on mobiles and tablet. So click over here, responsive mode. Okay, the first section, let's scroll down through the first section. Okay, we need to fix the first section. Okay, click over one of the, go to navigator, because this is being covered by the header. So click to do, if you can't access the container, just click on one of the element, click over here, navigator, container, and set the width to 100. Okay, set the width to 100. So now it is like this. Okay, cool. Okay, let's scroll down. Now there are two containers. Simply click on this container and set the width to 100. Okay, so that it looks nice. Where is the other section? Okay, click on this container, and direction, let's just change the direction to this column vertical, so that it is at the bottom, and let's change with the width of this to 102, so that this image fits perfectly. Okay, for these sections, I think these sections will work the way it is. Okay, next go to mobile. On mobile view, we need to work on this. We need to set a padding at the top. Okay, just click on any one of the element, go to navigator, go to main container, and set top padding, maybe 100, maybe 200 pixels, because no, it's too much. Let's set a 150 pixels top padding, and maybe we can reduce the size over here of this text. Typography, let's set it to 35 so that it fits, and maybe for the, let's go to the main container. Okay, main container, this graphic which is bothering, so let's try to move it at the bottom. Okay, let's try to move that graphic at the bottom. To do that, go to styles, position center right. Let's move it to bottom right. Okay, now this graphic looks much better at the bottom. Okay, okay, it looks fine. Graphic looks fine at the bottom. Okay, this section looks fine over here. This section, it also looks fine. Okay, you see, can you easily read this? This section also looks nice. Okay, the footer we have already dealt with earlier. So finally we're done converting our Figma design to a live Elementor Pro website. Okay, let's just quickly review it again. Just scroll down. This is the design of we have made this website all by ourselves. You can do too if you follow this video. And this is the original Figma design. So this is actually how you can convert your Figma design into a live Elementor website. Okay, WordPress website. If you found this video useful, then please make sure to like this video and also please subscribe to my channel so you can see more videos like this. Thank you.